Mic check. All right. Looks like we've got the microphone working good today. What's up, Wolf? What's up, Jay? How you doing, buddy? What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Brian. Thank you for the filament, my friend. Thank you so much. Random, what's going on, Leo? Welcome. Let's just go ahead and get it started here, because why not? Meow. There we go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome. I was supposed to stream yesterday, but I had a little bit of a problem. Yeah. My hands swelled up to about twice their size. There was massive edema in them. And yeah, it kind of hurt a lot. Ooh, what do we have here? Thank you for the follow, Legan. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate all of you. Oh, let me get this up and running here. No, I don't want to go to the studio. Misclicks in. I'm good for that. Oh, look at that. My hands are still big. They're still a bit swollen. Hey, hey, hey. What's up? Hey, hey, hey. Hey, boo, boo. So we got a lot of things to do today and talk about and all that good jazz. All that good stuff. So appreciate everybody showing up, and ooh, look at all you beautiful people. I was notified that the Kind Penguin video made its rounds again. Thank you for all the new follows. There's not much that I can say on that particular topic that won't depress me, because 3 days from now is my daughter's 25th birthday. What would have been her 25th birthday. So I don't want to depress everything. You know what I mean? There we go. I had to get all the control panels up because I didn't have them going. I was like, what the heck, man? A hype train just started on my channel. Anonymous gifter, 5 community subs. Thank you for those gifted subs. If you are over on Twitch and you got a gifted sub from our anonymous gifter, say thank you. W for the win. Oh, man. So, for those of you that did not see the thumbnail, because if you're on Twitch, you didn't see the thumbnail, obviously. Over here in the well, usually is the print farm. It's kind of tore up right now because I had to fix a few things the other day. My FlashForge ADM5 is no longer out here. So, impossible. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all the sentiments. Jay, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you, my buddy. Thank you so much. I will. But for those of us in the 3D printing community, if you haven't realized it already, FlashForge came out the other day and basically said creative freedom is not a thing that we support. And no matter what your views on the Second Amendment here in the United States are, it's irrelevant. Their whole the whole issue that I have with their stance on things right now is that here in the United States and in most countries these days, not just US, most countries, creative freedom is a huge thing. I'm trying to get the desk cleaned up while I talk here. And we're not limited to what we can print as long as it's legal, right? As long as it's legal. And here in the United States, one of those things is firearms and firearm accessories, because we have a law on the books that allows people at home to create their own firearms as long as they are not sold. So here's the situation that they put themselves in, is they don't like creative freedom, and then they said that we will report you to the proper authorities. Well, here's the problem with that. How would they know what we're printing unless they're actually spying on what we're printing and keeping metadata of what we're actually printing? They walk the whole situation back, saying we don't care. They didn't say anything about their stance on the subject, but what they did walk back is that they don't collect any illegal, any metadata information, or any information on what you're printing. Well, if that was the case, let me ask you this, everybody. If that was the case, why is there a VPN tunnel from your printer to China? Think about that for a moment. Welcome, everybody coming in. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So I have made the conscious decision to not showcase FlashForge's products anymore. I will not give them any clout. But what I am going to be doing is, for those of you that don't know, I have a degree in cybersecurity, and I've worked in IT as an administrator and engineer. I did do that for almost 25 years. That said, I'm going to get together with some of the open source community creators out there that have created mods for, systems like ForgeX, which allows you to run Clipper on a FlashForge machine. And what I'm thinking about doing is creating a video series showing you how to rip out their boards and put in something like a Big Tree Tech Manta 5P. And I want to be able to create adapters for all of their very unique connectors that they're using in some of the stuff. So it's a true plug and play experience. So put together a kit people can actually purchase, relatively inexpensive, throw in their own board, and move on from there with full Clipper. And no nonsense from FlashForge. So, wow, thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate all of you. Holy smokes. Yeah, I know. Kind Penguin re-released the video clip of me, and I appreciate all of you. That clip actually first came out in March of this year, and it has been a huge help in bringing my follower numbers up on all platforms, and I'm very grateful to all of you and to Kind Penguin. It's a painful reminder to me every time he re-releases it, because I know that I wouldn't have the numbers I have now if it wasn't for that, if you understand what I mean. If it wasn't for the sad story of my daughter's passing, I probably wouldn't have these kind of numbers. I'm not afraid to admit it, but I do appreciate it. And I'm doing everything I can in order to keep you guys sticking around, because, I'm hoping I can entertain at least enough for people to actually sit here and chat with me. So Today's print project, we actually started a new USS Voyager in honor of that video. I have another print project going on with a printer that's currently in the house and has no camera. That is parts for a 4-foot USS Enterprise E that, when done, will be lit with LEDs. It's a big honker. Yeah, I'm trying to clean up, so bear with me. Getting your food? All right, Jay. Ron Master, well, appreciate it, my friend. Anonymous gifted another sub. Thank you so much over on Twitch. That is awesome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Da Vinci, what's happening, brother? Yeah. I kind of trashed the workshop over the last few days. Yesterday, I wasn't out here at all. But a couple days before that, I had a bunch of work I had to do because we're supposed to be getting snow. So I've been trying to make sure the building itself is snow ready. And it's kind of a scary thought to me because this building was made in China. So put together in America here, but by me, but the building itself was manufactured in China. So we'll see what happens. Have I seen Elegoo's Matrix app? Yes, I did. I think it's pretty sick. What I don't appreciate is the fact that it's limited to Elegoo printers. I am at the point now that I despise pretty much anything that is locked down to one brand and one brand only. You know, and now there's even reports of people with Bamboo Slicer having problems with third-party printers, and that's something that did not used to happen. So, Pick Pie, Raspberry Pi Alternative. I love these things. They're like 24 bucks. It's the equivalent of a Raspberry Pi 3B. The Creality app is locked down as well. Yeah, all of them are locked down. That's the problem I've got. You got to go back to work? Well, thank you for being here, my friend. I appreciate you. So we have a ton of parts that I got to sort through today. I do have some things coming today. I was able to scrounge up a few bucks. I have a new pair of crimpers for JST connectors, which is awesome because using those things does not work at all. But and my resin printer, by the way, is not mine. It's actually my youngest son's, my 18-year-old's, and it's sitting right over here. And he's going to be starting to print some stuff that we'll showcase on the channel, stuff that he's designed, because he's real big into designing miniatures. So I missed the trash can. But man almighty, god dang. Oh, Lord almighty. So yeah, the whole Kind Penguin thing, you know, he keeps reposting it and I keep getting more followers off of it. He gets more traction off of it. And, you know, I appreciate what he's done. It is kind of frustrating, to be honest, because like I said, it reminds me of my daughter's passing constantly. But she wouldn't want me to be constantly upset, right? So I choose not to be. That doesn't mean I'm not when it's quiet and I'm by myself. But I have reached out. If you guys know, I plan on. I've got this whole Starship project that I'm doing, and this morning I actually reached out to a number of individuals. Um, Funny enough, none of them create the same types of models, but a number of individuals to get premium models. Yeah, premium models uh, of starships of different series to see if we can collaborate, and I can give them some promotion for their, some of these, most of them are just, oh my God, great work. You haven't used your resin printer in about 10 months? Me either. I mean, that's why I gave it to my kid. I was like, you can have this thing. It's frankly, I think resin is too time consuming and messy because the post cleanup crap takes forever. I am not kidding. It drives me bonkers, the fact that it will take, a small print. Post processing is, an hour print takes 8 hours of post processing. And I just don't have the patience for that. I got things I got to get done. I got content I need to get out. It's like I haven't produced any content, static content, in forever. And I feel bad for that. That's going to be changing. After what on earth does that go to? I'm not quite sure. And after long consideration, because I haven't been able to keep a proper stream schedule for a while, I've decided that we're changing the stream schedule altogether. This VidWorks, what is? Oh, you mean side cutters? But normally I was trying to go for 5 days a week. My body can't handle it anymore. So we're going to be doing Tuesdays live streams, Thursday live streams, and Sundays live streams. That gives us space to where we can actually do the live stream stuff and not interfere with a bunch of other people or step on anybody's toes, as well as gives me time to recover and create other things and relax and so forth. Because I tell you what, it's just, I'm tired. I honestly am. I'm exhausted all the time. Tomorrow I have an appointment with a new doctor, and we're going to see where we can go from there. What on earth is this? Oh, this is for those LEDs behind me. Brian, throw a link up. Throw a link in chat. You've got to add mod. Throw a link up there. Where's the rest of that? Oh, there it is. You want to see my work? Well, sadly, I don't have any of my work out here. I haven't made space for that yet. That's actually all behind you. And it's going to be the talk corner is what I'm calling it. And right now it's not painted or anything like that, but we will be getting to that pretty soon. Taco hot sauce. What's going on? Valiant Fox, how are you? Welcome, my friend. Welcome to the workshop, guys. But yeah, so returning back to the FlashForge news thing, I had actually talked my wife in a couple weeks ago to allow me to use the credit card and purchase a number of 85Xs to reset up my actual print farm, because I actually have an idea that will sell. And then they, on the 13th, the other day, they put that out at 7:32 in the morning, saying that, basically we don't, you don't own your printer, and we can do whatever we want. And creative freedom is bogus. I mean, that's the way a lot of people took it, and that's the way I took it. So now I'm rethinking that process because I only have a certain amount of money I can spend with that credit card. And it was probably a blessing in disguise because I probably don't need to be spending the money anyway. You know, I have other things I can do. Welcome, everybody. Oh, water bath heater. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, cool. But so there's a lot of things going on in the 3D printing industry right now. That's a little, some of it's a little unsettling, and it's like back with the Bamboo Lab scandal. How they were going to lock their printers down, and you can't do this, you can't do that, blah blah blah. Here in the U.S., I just want to make something very, very clear. Property ownership is a huge thing here. If we buy a product, we own it. If you're the company that we bought it from and you mess with it without our permission, there are consequences for that. And the biggest consequence is we stop using it, stop recommending it, and it stops selling. And that's what's happened. FlashForge's market share is already expected to drop by at least 50% of what they actually had. So they're trying to get ahead of the 3D printed gun regulation. Yeah, they are. The problem is there will be no regulation because it violates a number of laws already on the books here in the U.S. They can't supersede the Firearm Safety Act of 1968 with new legislation. They would have to rescind that act of 1968 to put in new legislation. So, and that gets into the political realm, which I really don't want to get into, but there's no way around it in this particular conversation because it's about creative freedom. I mean, just think about this for a moment. We are talking the same type of invasiveness that says, Disney says, no, you can't print that Mickey Mouse even for your own purposes now. Oh yeah, and we're going to go jail the actual creator of the STL file. That's what this amounts to. And it's serious. We cannot allow companies to dictate what we can and cannot print. That's just all there is to it. But let me see. Oh, I actually need to get the HDMI extensions out for this so I can drape this around so it's not crossing my desk. Let me do this. Maker Viking, what's up, my friend? How are you? Welcome. If you just missed it, I was complaining about the whole FlashForge thing. No, that's not what I want. There we go. We'll throw that up on there. That is the front hull of the USS Defiance printing right now. Give me just a second, everybody. Boing. I'm disappearing from the screen, but I'm still here. Oh, I have to get up and stretch. I am in a load of pain at the moment. But I can still, oh wait, hold on. My voice chat thing is not up. What's going on? What's going on, man? Click to unmute. There we are. Perfect. Turn the volume down just a tad so that it doesn't blow out the microphone. Yeah, I still love my ADM5, but my ADM5 also has Forge X on it, and I can be positive that they are not copying any data from that. Mostly because I also kill VPN connections that aren't allowed inside my own network. The cybersecurity guy, you know what I mean? Excuse me. But what I was thinking about Maker, you know, and I said this to chat in just a little while ago, is about taking on a project, taking my ADM5 and tearing it down, creating a set of adapters for some of the interesting connectors that they use on the current boards, and creating an adapter kit to where you can put in, you know, pretty much any, any other board that will fit, right? You might have to create yourself a mount, but, you know, like a Manta 5P would fit nicely in that. But that way, for those people that are truly concerned, they can actually just go full clipper and just say, hell with it. Do, 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 do. Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome, everybody, all the new people. You guys are awesome. But I'm actually going to be cleaning up that back wall, too. We're going to be painting that back wall and putting some ambient lighting on it and putting some cable track in so that the cables aren't everywhere. Forgex is great. I've actually had my own share of issues with it, but a lot of that deals to the fact that I mess with the configs a lot. But for the moment, in the workshop here, the FlashForge is not in the workshop. It's actually in the house. I will not be showcasing it until we get a proper apology from FlashForge and a guarantee that they're not collecting data. What's up, Havoc? MeTech, welcome. Brad, what's going on, buddy? Well, I mean, that's the beautiful thing about ForgeX. It's a mod that if you screw it up, you can uninstall it and everything goes back to original. They definitely did shoot themselves in the foot. And ironically, everybody has seen the new Centauri Carbon 2. What does it look like? It is an identical printer to the ADX with a bigger bed, bigger sized bed. There's very little difference in the actual look of it. It really made me wonder, is there something going on in the background between FlashForge and Elegoo? Projects, what's going on, dude? I'll be back on camera in a minute. I'm still talking. I'm stretching right now. Ow. Did I serve? Do I serve? No, I was never given the privilege of serving the U.S. military. Too many physical problems. Oh, yes, I'll get. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. I will get pictures for you. No, I never got the privilege to serve. You know, I wish I could. I tried, but they wouldn't accept all of the physical problems I got. L-Forge, Flash Goo. Well, I mean, think about it. I mean, why would LGU come out with a printer that looks virtually identical and has a virtually identical multi-material system? Well, if you were 3D printing yourself, yeah, I think so. There can only be one of you. No, I'm just kidding. No, if you have a 3D printer and you need some help, feel free to jump in and follow a bunch of the other folks around here. You know, there's a lot of us that would be more than willing to help you out here. They all steal from each other. I mean, that's true. I mean, the P1S was the pioneer, right? And then FlashForge came out with the AD5M. And it's literally, they're identical printers. Spawn Trooper, what's going on, my bro? Well, I actually, quick story for you. I actually applied to every branch of the military and they would not let me in. And it was at that point in time that I actually learned that the Coast Guard is actually the hardest branch of the military to get into. And now they're not part of the military, they're part of Homeland now, I think. But back then, they was part of they were a branch of the military. Yeah, the X1C started the revolution, and the P1S came out, and then just after the P1S, FlashForge came out with the AD5M. Well, the first they came out with the AD5M Pro, and then they made the open version of it. So you're absolutely right. Well, I appreciate you. That's one of my main things that I do is I like to help veterans and raise money for, veterans charities and so forth. Your dad was a puddle pirate? Nope. U.S. Coast Guard is the hardest branch to get into because I don't know why. But due to my back conditions and a heart problem that I've had since youth, and my eyes and my knees, I applied for every branch of the military, and at every medical, I was rejected. So, yep, that's what it is. Ow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Your brother-in-law's Coast Guard? Dude, that's cool. Being any part of the military is very respectable. Very respectable indeed. Okay. I think my back is loose enough that I can actually be on camera again. I don't like, doing the stretches on screen because damn, they hurt. Boing. There we go. Now you can see me. Where'd my drink go? Oh, my drink's back here. Ow. God. Oh. They're the last lines of defense in the war on drugs. Guys, by the way, not to get political or anything, but I'm just glad that there are no 3D printing manufacturers in Argentina right now. Just saying. See, I had one grandfather that was stationed in Guam. I don't know who's at the front door. I had one grandfather that's turn it off, I'm eating. Yeah, I know, ugly guy on the screen, ugly guy on the screen. But I had one grandfather was stationed in Guam and one that was over in Germany. So, oh my gosh. But yeah, we're restarting a new print for a USS Voyager, and I put way too much infill in it, so I'm gonna have to print the rest of it about 8% instead of 15. Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sorry to hear that. Um, I actually need to get back. Thayer, what's happening? Welcome. Thank you for all the new follows, everybody. I appreciate it. But so we are still going on the Starship project. I have one of the 300 sized printer that I'm having a little trouble getting it to home properly. So I'm working through that. And somebody let the dogs out. There's no way my wife could have got her hair cut this quick. Stand by. Yeah, my wife is home. She just left to get her hair cut. Well, she got her hair cut. I can see that. I don't know. Who let the dogs out? Hey, you guys want to see some puppies? Ruby, come here. Ruby. Powder. Come on, puppy. Here, let me tilt the camera down. There we go. Ruby, come here. Come here, Rubu. Come here, Puppow. Oh, yeah. This is Powder. The other one was Ruby. All right, bud. Go on. They're not really puppies. She's 4 years old and he's 8, 7, 8, something of that sort. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, she's a beautiful dog. She actually is she's my 19-year-old. We got her after he lost his dog and gave it to him as a Christmas present. She was expensive. She's a purebred, and I don't regret getting her because she's awesome. Ugh. Oh, heck yeah. Yep. 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 We actually have a bunch of stuff, some memorabilia in the other studio that I still have got to get cleaned up, hopefully today or tomorrow, so I can do some game streams out of there properly. But the maker stuff is what I'm going to be focusing on from now on. Like I said, there's a lot of things happening. Brian, I have a box of filament over here. Thank you so much. Some basic Elegoo black PLA, which is perfect for doing what I'm doing. Oh, the filament behind me? No, those are mostly empty. Those are like half to quarter rolls on most of them. There's some full rolls. I'm almost actually out of filament. So I'm on a filament drive. Exclamation point gift if you want to get me some filament, by the way. Dog hair. Long haired dogs are bad for clothing because hair gets everywhere. Uh-oh, wifey in the house. Dog hair filament. That would actually be gross because, hair stinks when it burns. You just had 10 rolls delivered today. I had 4 rolls that I got from Brian. The basic black Elegoo. I've already actually opened 2 of them up. Oh. But like those 4 rolls of gray on the back, they have maybe 200 grams of filament left on them. But I don't throw spools away because it's like with the Anycubic Cobra S1, if I'm printing something on that and I need something that's going to be 200 grams and I have like 4 rolls of 50 grams a piece, well, it'll auto, use all of those rolls. So you're going to get on with your day. Well, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Nope, they do not. I actually decided that I am ready for a new puppy. But out here where I live, that's all going to depend on what dogs are available at the time. And as much as I would actually like to go get one that's from the shelter, I worry about it actually getting along with our 3 existing dogs. Because my wife's dog is Psycho. So getting up there, they don't mind puppies. They just don't like other dogs. So, wifey, do you like your new haircut? That is a fact, by the way, just like my wife. Oh, I just realized the pin came out of this. Oh, actually, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Anyhow, so we talked about the Flash Forge news. Form Next is going on right now. I was watching Joel's stream earlier today. Some interesting stuff. Additive manufacturing when it comes to metal seems to be the big theme this year. And frankly, that's just out of the range, the budget range of most prosumer, hobbyists. So I'm not sure what to talk about that. The H2C, I don't got any money. You want to buy me an H2C, you go for it. Sponsor, yes, I did see your comment. Sorry, I didn't comment back on it. Gordy Gaming, welcome. The H2C is a very interesting machine. I will say that. It is definitely a very interesting machine. You have an old bearded dragon who doesn't need the stress. Lizards really are very susceptible to stress. I had a friend of mine growing up that had lizards. I learned that early on. You shock the hell out of them and they just croak over and they're no longer breathing. He actually accidentally unalived a couple of his lizards by running a disco ball in his bedroom. Well, Brad, I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but you can pretty much replace everything on a bamboo right now from BitQ. Just saying. Well, that's why I said I wouldn't buy it. If somebody gave it to me, I would take it. I'll take any printer somebody wants to send to me. Later, Spawn Trooper. Have a good one, buddy. I will take any 3D printer or mill or plasma table, laser cutter. I'll take all of it as long as you send it to me and I don't have to pay for it. I already am upset with bamboo. Yeah. I've been upset with Bamboo because they flat out lied. They said that the whole thing about secure, patching their firmware was about security issues, and it's not. They went overboard so they could monitor what everybody was printing. That's a fact. I actually had somebody send me a raw data collection of the interaction between their printer and their router, and I snooped the packets and found their tunnel. So yeah, their FlashForge is doing this basically the same thing. I think all printer manufacturers are, to a certain extent, that they're monitoring everything you print. MinMake, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Oy vey. Look at all you people. Y'all are awesome. Very awesome. No, I've tried to keep myself this month, I'm trying to keep myself in a more upbeat mood. Uh, like I said, the family tragedy happened a few years ago in January. This month is my daughter's birthday, so I'm trying to celebrate the years that we did have with her. I look at StreamLabs doing its thing with the wish list. Why is it doing the wish list and not the gift list? Oh well. I actually should put some. I should actually change that. Hold on. Well, thank you for that super chat. I have no idea how much money that is. What is 200? What is this? Let's go look. Um, Inkfell. Uh, am I reading this right? Thank you. Yeah, that's what I just looked up. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Holy smokes. Those of you on TikTok, one of our new viewers, Inkfell, over on YouTube, just super chatted $400 US. I am so very grateful. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you so much. I'm kind of blown away. I mean, I don't expect donations or anything like that, but I can tell you this, that is very generous of you. Thank you. Wow. That is truly amazing. Somebody make sure you screenshot that because that was awesome. I'm just kind of derailed now. I'm like, whoo, I'm thinking about, wow. Taylor just got 50 sub gifted to, oh my gosh, people, yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Hey, y'all. Now I have filament. Do I have filament or do I have a Centauri carbon? Or do I have another Anycubic Cobra? Questions. I mean, it was a super chat, so I won't get it for another 30 days. So maybe I'll give a Christmas present to all of you. Maybe I'll use that money because I won't get it for another 30 days. Maybe I'll use it as a Christmas present to my viewers. That's an idea. What are we doing right now? Right now, we're in shock. I'm just very grateful. And thank you so much once again for that amazing super chat. We are printing right now. Let me go back to the live screen. Thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I could do that too. I could do that. I do. Yeah, no. Down under Maker, I have not got one secured. I want one. Bro, I must play some game. I usually do play a game. Currently, I've been playing Dune Awakening. I am a PUBG partner. However, I have problems with my hands, and I can't aim right now in first-person shooter games because my hands hurt and they twitch. So I've been playing MMOs because it takes less effort and they don't hurt as bad. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Iker, welcome. Yeah, I love playing games online, and I'm going to continue doing that. But right now, I play Dune and other MMOs because first-person shooters hurt. I don't have the reaction times because they hurt. My hands just kill me. Look at all you beautiful people. I love it. Absolutely love it. I've looked into story games. I haven't found one I really like yet. Hello from Russia. Welcome, my friend. How are things in the Russia? I can't even do my own accents properly today. Jesus. How are things in Russia? How are you? Oh my my. You're from Myanmar? Cool. That is awesome. Myanmar. That's what it is. Myanmar. Myanmar. I was raised in America with the bad American school system, so if I mispronunciate something, forgive me. Do it. Indie games are really popular right now and have been for the last couple of years. Even the stupid little side scrollers that are being created are really popular. I don't get them, but my children ask me why I don't play Minecraft. And hold on, I got to stand up again. That is the front section of the USS Voyager. We are reprinting it in honor of Kind Penguin re-releasing that video today. Papa Squid, hey, how are you doing, my friend? Oh, Lord. Welcome, Felipe. Isaacis. What are we 3D printing? Like I said, we are printing the front section of USS Voyager. Yeah, thank you. I don't think I've ever had I mean, I've literally only had like 4 super chats since I got monetized on YouTube. And that is by far the largest I have ever seen, actually, anywhere. That was very gracious. I completely forgot I signed up with GrabTap for games. If you guys click on that link, you can go play games for free and, you know, get you points and all that good stuff. It's actually fun. But so yeah, this afternoon here in just a few minutes, I'm actually going to get the other Ender 3 Max Neo up and running. We'll get it started printing. And I apparently have a broken filament, a piece of broken filament in the Anycubic Cobra S1 printhead. So we're going to have to fix that as well. Ouch. Oh, ouch. Oh. Look at all you awesome people. Thank you for all the follows, guys. Guys, gals, people from other planets. Thank you, Felipe. I can tell you this, by the way, everybody. Excuse me. Um, it's a rock. What's happening? Yeah, definitely stay safe, man. Stay safe. Loinsy, you know, that's not a good place to be in. But there's a lot of things that I would like to actually get accomplished. And I just realized that that source doesn't exist on this screen. Apps, widgets. There it is. So there we go. As you guys know, we built this new workshop and I took all the good stuff, all the good cameras and the microphones and everything out here. And I left myself with some pretty sub-rate gear inside the game studio. That is the only thing that I'm actually raising money for personally right now. If you guys, you know, feel like helping out, exclamation point tip gets you to that link. It's not, you know, I'm not asking. I'm not, you know, saying that, you know, you need to or anything like that. But if you feel like it, it's there. How often do I stream? Well, that's a good question for, you know, right now, because I've had to take a bit of a hiatus on and off. Well, there you go, Brian. Normally I stream 3 times a week, sometimes 4. I've been having some health issues ever since I got this building built. And then, yeah, during the building, there's a whole story there. But we are going to be streaming 1 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays. That's going to be the stream schedule from now on, and it will be mostly maker stuff. And then I'll be doing some random game stuff as well. But I really want to focus on the maker content because my goal here is to get all of the people that come and see me interested in this technology that, oh, look, I can make that at home. Oh, the hinge broke on the cabinet. Well, let's just go print one. Takes about an hour. Dazzling. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I mean, we are getting to a point where 3D printing is not affordable just for, wealthy people, because Lord knows I am not wealthy at all. Truth be told, I don't have an income. I'm disabled, period. But even with a 15-year-old printer, like what you're seeing on screen right now, that is an old Ender 3 Max Neo, 10 years old or so. You can print quality stuff on that. It just takes a little bit longer. So that's my main goal for the channel, going forward, is simplifying 3D printing. It will never be to the point where it's truly just click and print, because you're going to have to learn some things. Just like you have to learn how to drive a car, ride a motorcycle, ride a bike. If you want to paint, you need to learn the proper method to paint, right? Excuse me. Ow. I am really trying to get my hip to pop right now, because it's literally on fire. I can't sit down, can't stand up, so I'm leaning against the workbench here. I should have donate alerts. Let me go take a look at the alerts real quick. Hold on. There should be. Alert box settings. Stand by. If it didn't give you an alert, I apologize. Give me a moment. Let me find out. Well, thank you for the $2. I appreciate that. See if there's anybody else that I missed. No, I haven't missed anybody else yet. Why didn't it come up? Let me go look here. Did you do it through the tip page? Because that's enabled and it's working. Let's do a test on tips. Yeah, see? If you do it through the page, it does show. That's strange that it didn't show. I do apologize for that. Dear Henry Leo, welcome. Ow, hold on. Ouch. Well, thank you. No, the minimum allowed to alert is set at 0. So that was interesting. Thank you for all the new follows, everybody. I do appreciate all of you being here. So let me ask you guys this. After the Maker stream, after this stream here, later this afternoon, who would be interested in watching me play Dune for an hour or two? I do live stream other things, my friend. I do live stream other things. Nasir, welcome, my friend. So it must have been, I mean, I know that there's been some issues with StreamLabs recently, so it must have been something on their end of the reason why it didn't show, you know, the tip there. So I do appreciate you though. I don't play Final Fantasy. One, I can't afford the monthly subscription. Not even my sister-in-law plays Final Fantasy anymore. G Meg, what's happening? Hey, oh yeah, I forgot to turn the camera back on. See? Dang boomers! But anyway, yeah, guys. So right now we're just 3D printing some stuff for the, a new version of the Voyager. Not very often though. I haven't seen her play it on stream in a long time. See if I can here. I want to switch cameras for you guys. Give you a bit of there we go. An overhead high def version. How's that? Is that better? It's limited by frames because of my wireless network, but that's all right. Yeah, I put way too much infill in that. The next pieces will be down to like 6 or 8% infill. But I'm not going to stop and waste the filament that it's already printed. So MH Johansson, welcome. We are printing the front side of the USS Voyager in honor of Kind Penguin actually producing, reposting, I should say, that clip. I decided I was going to print a new Voyager. And it fits in with our printing Starship project anyhow. We are printing as many starships as we can possibly find on the internet. And hopefully I'll be working with some premium model creators to get some very, very high detailed models for us to print. Because some of these models are in the range of $50 to $100 just for the model file alone. And I can't afford that. So For those of you that don't know the Starship Project, let me turn the camera around and I'll show you what I'm actually talking about. Look at the camera where I was at, right? So let me turn this around. This wall right back here, those shelves won't be there for very long, but we're going to be painting the upper parts of this all black and putting in a starry night sky background on it. And then I'm going to put LEDs and fiber optic LEDs in it to make it look like stars, right? And then we're going to have a panorama of from one side of the building to the other of just starships. Down Under Maker, I saw some of those same reviews earlier. It's going to be interesting. I love the Frosty Tools bot. It is so entertaining. Oh, ow. You guys are all amazing. I do appreciate everything. I'm just, in a little bit of shock, honestly. Yeah, that super chat, I've never seen a super chat that big. That just amazed me, and I'm so thankful. So very thankful. Stand by. I'm trying to look something up for y'all. Interesting. So it's interesting. Um, Dale, what's happening? Well, we're trying. We are trying to do some good things. And so the ultimate goal, by the way, everybody, is once the whole thing is done, once the whole Starship diorama is done, is I want to do something sort of like either a raffle or something of that sort. I'm not sure how I want to do it just yet, but give away the whole lot for charity, which would mean packing it all up and shipping it off to somebody. Probably going to have to be somebody in the US because of shipping costs. But packing up all the ships, put them in a crate or in boxes, what have you, and shipping them off. And and doing it based on charity, either sell the whole lot or sell them in pieces. I don't know yet. But there's a number of charities that I support, a number of the military charities here in the US, as well as, if you guys remember, I was part of the Stand Up for Cancer crew. I'm going to be doing that again this next year. So, and this is going to be like a year-long project to do all of these ships. Because we're talking in the range, right now I have 200 STL files. Or 200 zip files, I should say. And probably thousands of total STLs. But, because we're going to be printing them, sanding them down, doing the filler that's necessary, painting them, LEDs if we can find an LED, if we can do an LED kit, all that good stuff. As much as I want to keep them, I would rather raise money for people that need it. Chat is nearly unreal. Okay, I got you. Here, we'll just do it this way. Boing. We'll just do it that way. Because honestly, I don't have anything I could put next to that printer right now. There's just not much space. Although you've given me an idea. I have lots of leftover wood. You whiny. No. Hold on. I got you. There. So let's go to the chat box. Boxed. First time here? Well, welcome. Appreciate you. How come it is not showing the background? Oh, that's not much better. This is just like horrible still. Just give me a momento. Un momento. Color block. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Fly, man. With 600. Height. 1,000. 400. There we go. Ta-da! That'll work better. For now, anyway. No, I didn't put it back again. It just didn't want to stay that way. When I tried to save those settings, it gave me an error, so. Yay! So wifey got a haircut today. I'm going to get a haircut, and we'll see what happens of which haircut I get. Cold Heart Bender, welcome. I appreciate you being here. Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you what, folks. Here's what we're going to do. We're just sitting here just chit-chatting and watching Prince right now. But I wanted to make sure everybody knew that I was still streaming because I haven't been out here for a couple days, right? But I've got some work to do. I got to get this place cleaned up because it's literally a mess right now. And I got to get another printer working. Which you guys don't want to see that. It's just stupid adjustment stuff. The printer's already put together. There's nothing to actually see. It'll be really boring. And then I need to get some lunch. After lunch, We'll do a game stream from inside the house. How about that? Screw sorting stream. No, I'm not going to do a project stream. I'm not going to do an Alex stream. He's patented that, man. That's his thing. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I mean, to be fair, it was Jeremy and Keela that did that one first, I think, but anyway, everybody, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. Much love. I'll catch you here soon, and we'll play some video games and chat doing that. So I'm out of here. Have a good day, everybody. Peace.